Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Reganelite here with another episode of Speaking My Mind. Hope you guys are all doing well this weekend. So, this is a question that I suppose I should expand on a little bit more, and that is about Scottish independence. Now, as many of you may or may not know, I have quite a various subscribers and viewers of mine who are from Scotland, who are strong advocates for Scottish independence. Pretty much the majority of people from Scotland who are supporters of my channel are for independence, and I appreciate their support. But I suppose a bigger question is why do I support Scottish independence as an Englishman, as a Britishman, as in the minds of some people will see it as a traitor of Britain, or as a Britishman who wants to break up Britain, or an Englishman who wants to betray England, because that's the premise that unionists would have of someone like me. Why would I be for Scottish independence, which I know and they know it would actually be worse off for the United Kingdom, and it would also be worse off perhaps in the short or long term for England? The answer is democracy. The answer is about having the freedom to be able to make your own decisions. Now, every country, every situation is different. Every single country and has their own issues, their own problems, and have their own right or wrong ways of whether they should be independent from whoever they're attached to. And I think that is a general, and every case is different. Every case is different, rightly or wrongly. Do I believe in a Welsh independence movement? I think I've said this, that if the people of Wales, and I say this very, very, very much, if the people of Wales want to break up from the United Kingdom, then they should be allowed to do so. Now, from most pollings are kind of mixed on whether or not Scots want independence at the time of this recording. It's kind of mixed. So some say they want to stay with the UK, some say they want independence. But polls, you can't really say, they're not 100% accuracy. You don't honestly know for sure. Originally, I wanted Scotland to stay, and I just wanted more devolved powers given to Scotland. That was originally my process. But over time, my position has changed. The reason my position has changed is because of what I've learned about Scotland, what I've learned from those within Scotland, and what they have taught me, what they have shown me, and what I've learned from friends and associates up there, even from my time sitting down and talking with Dave McGuinness. Do check out that talk I had one-to-one with him. It was a very interesting talk, I really as well. It really opened my eyes about some of the things that Scotland could potentially do should they be able to make their own decisions and make their own judgments for themselves, their own future. Independence is a way of getting out of some of the problems that they have as well. Will it fix all their problems? No. There will be challenges, of course, like any other nation. But it is a step that they want to take. It's a step that they want to make for themselves. And the Scottish government don't get a choice in that. It's Westminster who gets to decide whether they have that independence or not. Now, is it right that they are not allowed to have that choice? No, it's not right. Because in a democracy, people are entitled to change their opinions. People are entitled to change their minds. And in a democracy, just like every election, we have elections, we get to vote again. Just because a referendum happened doesn't mean there can't be another referendum in the future. Doesn't mean that the conversation can't be brought up again. Doesn't mean that we can't talk about it again. And it may get shelved, it may not be talked about right now, or it may not be the main topic of discussion. But it is something that generally I feel that from what people that I've heard generally want. That they generally want it. And I look forward to the day that I actually go visit Scotland as well, to actually meet and talk to people, because that's something I generally want to do, because I've never set foot in the country. So it's hard. It's very important for me to stress that, because while I have talked to people online and talked to and had chats and whatnot with them, I've never actually set foot in the country. Never walked the streets, walked the towns, the streets or villages. So it's one thing to talk to people online, it's another to actually be there and talk to people in person. And I think that context really does matter when it comes to how my opinion is based about Scotland and Scottish independence and my view of Scotland. I think that really does put things in perspective. So perhaps my picture about Scotland is not as clear as others, as maybe some other Englishmen have been, some Englishmen who have been to Scotland and that, or those outside Scotland who have visited in and out. Again, it's perspective. But if the majority want another vote, they should be allowed to have that vote. Now, as of right now, that doesn't seem to be the talk of the town right now. There's other things going on, unfortunately, so they can't. It's not something that can really be openly discussed, shall we say? I mean, they still want it, but it feels like because of this Labour government, because of what happened in Scotland with the majority, with a lot of seats being won by Labour, because many people were scared of the Conservatives coming back in, so they wanted to make sure the Conservatives didn't get power. There's a lot of things that happened at the general election, but that'll be very different to the Hollywood elections that take place. It's a very different perspective. My knowledge on Scottish politics is not very good. I don't normally talk about it on the channel, very rarely talk about it on the channel, because it's not really my expertise. I let the two Davies talk about that on their YouTube channel mainly, but there are other great YouTube channels for Scotland as well, worth checking out as well. But I generally think that they should be given enough opportunity if the people want it. If the people want another vote, they should be allowed another vote. And that's why I support it, because I believe in democracy. I believe people are entitled to change their minds, just like they're entitled to change their minds about Brexit. You know, just because, you know, the margins were tight, and even the margins were tight on the Brexit, doesn't mean to say that everyone always still feels the same way. People are entitled to change their opinions, and I think that's something that will happen at some point in my lifetime, that we will return to the European Union. It's just a matter of when, not if. That's how I feel about that. Now, as for other independents, I can't speak enough about them. Like the Irish reunification, like I said, the people of Northern Ireland want to be part of Ireland again. That is their choice, and the same with Wales. Does it mean that my life would be better off because of where I'm living? Yeah, but sometimes you've got to think about other people rather than just thinking about yourself. Of course, you need to take care of yourself, number one, but that's just my thoughts on it. You know, I want people to be happy. I want people to be happy. I want people to be able to have their choices. And I personally feel that Scotland don't get to make much choices in their decisions. That's generally how I feel. And if you disagree with that, that's fine. You can leave it down in the comments below if you think I'm wrong. But that's generally my perception and how I feel about it. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think about my views on Scottish independence? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below on it. If you agree or disagree with me, or if you agree with me, hit that like button. If you disagree, hit that dislike button and tell me why you disagree with me. Share and subscribe as always, and I hope to catch you all very, very soon.